In this video, we'll show you how to assemble an Alumission DIY aluminum sliding gate. Let's start with what's included in the boxes. First, you'll find the frame profiles. These profiles come in 6-foot or 8-foot lengths and can be extended or shortened to achieve the required length for your sliding gate. The frame has channels on both sides. To cover the outer channel of the frame, you'll find our post covers. Post snap covers are also included to cover the side channels used for screws. You'll also find 1 1/4 inch galvanized steel tubes, which are used to extend the length of the frame. Using this system, you can build a sliding gate up to 32 feet long. The size and quantity of the horizontal slats will depend on the design you choose. For this gate, we'll be building our Los Angeles style gate using 5.5 inch horizontal slats with 1/2 inch gaps. You'll also find 2 end caps for the gate's tail. Number 8 self-tapping screws, number 12 self-tapping screws, 4 stainless steel L-shaped corner braces. Now that we know what we have, let's start building the gate. First, double check the width of your gate opening. The gate will be the width of the opening plus a 2-foot tail at the top and bottom of the backside of the gate. In this video, our opening measures 123.5 inches. That means our gate will be 123.5 inches wide plus a 24-inch tail at the back. Next, cut the 2 horizontal frame profiles with a 45-degree angle at the front corner. Make sure the cuts are made so that the channel sides of both frames face the same direction. If needed, cut the frame extensions to the required size before connecting them. The tail is part of the top and bottom horizontal frames. For this gate, the top and bottom frames will each measure 123.5 inches plus 24 inches for the tail, for a total length of 147.5 inches. Before moving on to the vertical frames, measure the desired height of the gate from the ground up. The gate frame should be 3.5 inches shorter than the total desired height to allow room for the V-groove wheels and V-track. The sliding gate we're building today will have a total height of 70.5 inches from the ground up. The first vertical frame we need is the front frame, with both ends cut at 45-degree angles. After deducting 3.5 inches for the V-groove wheels and track, the front vertical frame will measure 67 inches from end to end. Depending on the length of your sliding gate, you may need 1 or more center vertical frames. For our gate, we only need 1 center frame. Both the center and rear vertical frames should be 7 inches shorter than the front vertical frame, because they will fit between the top and bottom horizontal frames. Extending the horizontal frames. Use the 1 1/4 inch by 4 foot galvanized steel tube to connect the horizontal frame extensions. Insert approximately 2 feet of the steel tube into one side of the frame and secure it with 3 number 12 screws through the outer channel. Once it's secure, slide the other frame section over the exposed portion of the steel tube. Hold both frame sections flush together and secure the second section with another 3 number 12 screws in the same way. Calculating the horizontal slat length. To calculate the length of the horizontal slats, use this simple formula. Deduct 5 inches for the left and right end frames and deduct an additional 1.5 inches for each center post. In this video, our gate opening is 123.5 inches wide and we have 1 center post. So 123.5 inches minus 5 inches minus 1.5 inches equals 117 inches. Today, we're building a 2-panel gate, so we divide 117 inches by 2. 117 inches divided by 2 equals 58.5 inches. Each horizontal slat should therefore be 58.5 inches long. The number of slats you'll need will depend on the height and style of your gate. For this specific gate and design, we'll need a total of 22 slats, 11 for each panel. Once you've cut all of your slats and frame profiles, the fun part begins. Assembling the gate. We'll start assembling the gate at the bottom front corner. Insert the first slat into the bottom horizontal frame, leaving a little over 1 inch of the slat extending past the 45-degree cut. Then, insert the front vertical frame to create a clean mitered corner. Use a speed square to make sure the corner is exactly 90 degrees, then use number 8 self-tapping screws to secure the slat to both frames. Install a screw approximately every foot along the horizontal frame and use 3 screws to secure the slat to the vertical frame. Next, slide the center post onto the other end of the slat. Check that it is at a 90-degree angle, then secure it with another 3 screws, just as you did on the first side. Continue assembling the second panel in the same way. Stand the gate upright and begin sliding in the remaining horizontal slats and spacers to create your desired design. There are many different designs you can create by combining different profiles and gap sizes. If needed, use a table saw or circular saw to rip the final slat lengthwise so it fits properly within the frame. Remember, the final slat needs to extend 7/8 of an inch beyond the vertical frames so it can be inserted into the top horizontal frame. Because the gate looks identical from the top and bottom, if you need to rip the final slat, you can simply flip the gate so the cut slat is positioned at the bottom instead of the top. Installing the top frame and covers. Once all of the slats are in place, prepare the post cover before installing the top frame. Cut the post cover to size with miter cuts at both ends so it fits properly between the corners, then slide it into the front frame. Important: this must be done before installing the top frame. Once the top frame is connected, you will no longer be able to slide the post cover into place. Pro tip: you can cut your post covers and snap covers at the same time you cut the frame profiles. Make sure they are inserted correctly, then secure them with tape so they don't move from the saw's vibration during the cut. Once the cut is complete, slide them out and set them aside for later. Finally, position the top frame, starting with the front mitered corner. Use the L-shaped corner brace to align the mitered corner precisely, then secure it with number 8 self-tapping screws. Continue installing number 8 screws across the top frame, spacing them approximately 1 foot apart. To finish the assembly, slide in all remaining post covers and snap covers. Then install the end caps on the gate's tail. Your Alumission sliding gate is now assembled and ready for the next step of the installation. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Alumission installation videos.